everybody, thanks a lot for joining me. Today's video is going to be kind of a quick one, and it is on the new Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Cheek Flush. Have you guys seen this? I actually saw this in the aisles of Target, but I ended up ordering mine off of Ulta. As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, that's something I want to test out. And I have it in the shade Pinking of You, and that was the only shade available at the time I was on Ulta's site. It says on here, foolproof sheer blush, and on the back it says fresh tinted creamy gel formula, easily smooths on for a hint of color that looks natural, not overdone. And then it shows in the diagram the product is being applied directly to the cheeks. So this is what we have here, a little twist off end, and you know, the effect of like an EOS lip balm practically, but then on the one end you've got like kind of a place to hold on, and this is all just solid plastic there. It's very dewy and glossy. Like as I get some on my finger and you see it catching the light, you can definitely tell that there is a lot of moisture in this product, and once you get that on the cheeks, it's going to be a very glowy effect, not for the fact that it's highly shimmery, but just because, you know, there is so much like moisture content to it. But I would describe this Pinking of You color as kind of a sheer warm pink. It really is not going to be a fully opaque, like a really dramatic looking blush color on the skin, and I've got this on my cheeks today with no highlight on, and you can still really see how that's catching the light. This has been on my cheeks by now probably a half hour, and it still feels just as tacky as it did when I first blended this in. So on each side of my face, I actually used two different application methods. I did on this side just applying it straight to the cheek because that's what they say to do, and to me, just the act of raking this across my cheek I felt was basically picking up all the other product underneath. And once I started just lightly blending it in with my finger, I could really see all my freckles coming through again. Not that I really mind the freckles, but that's just kind of evidence of the fact that the powder, the foundation that was underneath this just totally thinned out, and this creamy kind of oily feeling product really just sunk right through it. You know what I mean? And just to look at myself with that product on my cheeks, I don't hate the look, but if it's gonna have that kind of feel to the skin, if I would happen to touch it and it's going to feel tacky, I do think that affects staying power. And then I don't like the thought that it changed the coverage level of my other makeup. So I brought in my trusty e.l.f. small stipple brush for the other side. I used the brush to pick up the product and then put it on my cheeks. And I do feel like I had a little bit more control with the application. I don't think as much product got on my cheeks at one time, and I was able to build it up a bit more slowly, and therefore I don't feel like I really affected the lower levels of my makeup as much. But I was surprised afterward, feeling each side of my face, they both felt equally tacky. So if that's kind of an annoying thing to you, if feeling your face and thinking, you know, okay, it doesn't feel like one nice, smooth, even, consistent texture all over, this might be kind of annoying to you. And as far as staying power, you know, I'll be trying to check it kind of throughout the day, and I'll know that I can feel it there on my skin. I'll know that the top of my cheek feels different from like down here or my forehead, let's say, because those areas, you know, their finished layer of makeup is basically powder. And by day's end with this product, I don't feel like I have any visible blush still on my skin, but oddly enough, for whatever reason, I still feel like I'm feeling the texture of it on my face. And honestly, I don't mind the soft look of it. It's just the texture for me that I think makes it kind of hard to wear, not so long wearing. If a really dewy look and texture is what you're after, this might be something you want to look into, but for me, I think the better cream blushes on the market, I love the Maybelline Master Glaze sticks. These are awesome. They're so easy to blend in. They're a little bit more like that cream to powder texture. I mean, I think they're really nicely pigmented, but then they're very easy to sheer out. And I had talked about these Physicians Formula ones, which are matte. There's like a peach one and this pinky one. They actually smell really good. And they're really natural looking, but they're very easy to blend into the skin. And I've also been a longtime fan of the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes. This is not so much that cream to powder feel, but it's just very easy to pick up with this brush and get the sheer application and a nice blend, but it doesn't seem to leave behind too much of a weird texture thing on my skin. So hopefully that gives you a little insight on this new Maybelline Baby Skin Cream Blush. Stay tuned because I will have a video coming up on a lot of other new products from the drugstore and kind of a lot of reviews in one. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.